di sila pititatar.
Star Wax. Kingdom na to the max.
Starwax Floor Wax. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS. Sa panahon ngayon, kau ba'y sigurado? Kau ba'y protektado? Ang pamilya ay i-shield mo. Laban sa bakterya, i-shield mo. Laban ng pati virus, i-shield mo.
Shield Bat Soap. Matay di 99.9% of bacteria and virus tested. Believed that eksperto iti Philippine Nurses Association.
Sa sakit protektado, i-shield mo. Pamilya protektado, i-shield mo.
Shield Bat Soap. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Dati, wala pang aray sa likod. At dati, wala pang aray sa kasukasuan.
Paulit-ulit ang pain? Mag-Skelan. Sa Skelan, ang galing gumalaw. Long-lasting bis sa buong araw. Tuloy-tuloy ang ginhawa ko. Pag-aray dapat Skelan.
Unilab yan.
Up to 12 hours relief. Naproxen sodium is the generic name of Skelan. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Sing along with me and Curtis.
Nanghihinayang sa araw ko.
Uy, friend, di maka-move on dahil sa sipon?
Magbagong Neozep Z Plus, now with zinc. Mas bilis galing sa sintomas ng sipon by 2 to 3 days versus Neozep Forte.
Walang hinayang, bawi na ang araw ko.
Neozep Z Plus, now with zinc.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Phenylephrine HCl chlorpheniramine maleate paracetamol plus zinc is the generic name of Neozep Z Plus. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Nasakit yung ulo.
Greg, may work pa. I-Biogesic mo na yan.
Agus nga dagos, baka adayati side effects sa data.
Iba ang Biogesic. Most doctor-prescribed brand sa sakit ng ulo at lagnat.
Aba, maingat nga agpaiso.
Jody Santa Maria po. Sa sakit ng ulo o lagnat, Biogesic agad. Alagang Unilab yan. Paracetamol is the generic name of Biogesic. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Aksyon! Radyo! Red Horse Beer. Lakas ng tama, pero di wasa.
This time check is brought to you by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified, maker of world-class quality Pride detergent.
Aksyon! Radyo!
Para di madaling masira ang ngipin ng pamilya, ngayon pa lang,
Unique toothpaste for brushing every after kumain.
dahil ang unique toothpaste may Max Protect formula.
Ngipin ay Max Alaga, Max Protektado pa.
Helps stop cavities even before they start, while keeping breath fresh with regular use.
Unique toothpaste for brushing, para siguraduhin ngipin ay Max Alaga, Max Protektado pa. Unique
Max Alaga, Max Protectado with unique toothpaste maximum fluoride protection. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing. ISO certified, world-class quality.
ACS.
Mag Red Horse Beer, wag wasak. Ang bilib sa sarili, wag ibagsak. Maniwala, magtiwala, inumin ng tama. Wasak, tayo, sama-sama. Lakas ng tama, pero di wasak. Red Horse, extra strong. The #1 beer, ito ang tama.
Drink responsibly. Balik-balikan ng swabing astig. Tamang astig. Lakas ng tama pero di wasak. Red Horse Beer. Drink responsibly.
Goodbye to me, Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labatan yan. Bright bar blue.
Pride Bar Blue with powerful stain-away enzymes. Malupit magtanggal ng dumit mancha pero di masakit sa kamay.
Goodbye to me, Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labanan yan.
As tested ang cotton and polycotton. Sa mancha, malupit. Sa kamay mo, mabait. Pride Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Mamimigay na naman kami dito sa MBC ng 1 million pesos!
Sa isang malinis na papel,
Ilagay ang iyong name, age, address, phone number,
at pirmahan.
Ipasok sa loob ng isang white legal-sized envelope.
Kalaki pangalan man sa mga required proof of purchase o POP.
at sa labas ng envelope, ilagay ang
MBC Millones.
ang POP na ginamit at ang MBC station na iyong sasalihan.
Ihulog ang inyong entries
Sa mga drop
set-top boxes na matatagpuan sa MBC station sa inyong lugar. At sa DZRH, Love Radio, Yes FM,
Easy Rock,
Action Radio.
Manalo ng hanggang 1 million pesos sa Grand Draw!
At libo-libo pa in cash prizes!
Sa 10 weekly draw sa mga MBC stations nationwide.
Just for manalo ng 1 million pesos sa MBC Millones, MBC Millones. Just for manalo ng 1 million pesos sa MBC Millones, MBC Millones.
MBC Millones is brought to you by Pride Detergent, Smart Dishwashing, Shield Bath Soap, Unique Toothpaste, White Rose, Charm Fabcon, Star Wax 4 Wax, San Miguel Pale Bilson, Yakult, and Cobra. See posters or visit our Facebook page for more details. Promo period is from October 27 to January 10, 2025. Drink responsibly. DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 204567, series of 2024.
Manipot, iti number 1, Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Tanggaling-galing mo! Smart Dishwashing Paste ko! Pritong ulam na masebo, plato at kaldero. Tanggaling for everyday.
Kasta no Smart iti Dishwashing Paste. At a double tanggalin formula. Tanggal galing iti sebo ken bakterya.
Bahid para walang bahid, linis fantastic sa metal and plastic. Number 1 ko ta! Tanggaling-galing mo! Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Heavy duty linis kada pulagin. Smart Dishwashing Paste. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World class quality.
ACS. Let's go, let's go, let's make it easy. GSM Blue Mojito. Tuloy-tuloy ang kulitan with GSM Blue Kulitro.
Choose GSM Blue Mojito. Choose Kulitro. Drink responsibly.
Your favorite GSM Blue Mojito, now available in 1 liter. Tuloy-tuloy ang kulitan with GSM Blue Kulitro. Drink responsibly. Action! Radyo! Generica Drugstore. Damang-dama. Pag ginahawang generika. Para sa ginhawang damang-dama mo, visit your nearest Generica Drugstore.
Ang balitang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. Maker of world-class quality Pride Detergent.
GSM Blue. Choose what's true. Choose GSM Blue. Action! Radyo!
Dati, wala pang aray sa likod! At dati, wala pang aray sa kasukasuan!
Paulit-ulit ang pain? Mag-Skelan. Sa Skelan, ang galing gumalaw. Long-lasting bisa buong araw. Tuloy-tuloy ang ginhawa ko. Pag-aray dapat Skelan.
Unilab yan. Up to 12 hours relief. Naproxen sodium is the generic name of Skelan. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Adda ba iti immunity gap na dayta anak mo?
Immunity gap? Ni Angel, nagrigat nga pa kanan.
Ni Mela, ag subli-subli iti sakit na. Ni Toto, nagbayag nga uminbag.
Immunity gap dayta. Tumulong nga pasardingan iti immunity gap. Kanayon nga Agsirin Plus. Tulong tapdong 100% iti immunity. Base iti RENI. Sabayan iti proper diet, exercise, can vaccination. Tumulong nga pasardingan iti immunity gap. Agsirin Plus inaldaw-aldaw.
Alagang Unilab yan. Ascorbic acid plus zinc is the generic name of Celine Plus. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Tumulong nga pasardingen iti immunity gap. Agsilin Plus inaldaw-aldaw.
At dabaro nga energy! Pinabaro ka na may mayat nga Enervon, Enervon Z+. Pinapigsa iti zinc, vitamin C, vitamins B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 12, kun vitamin E. Pinabaro ka na may mayat nga Enervon. Hey! Enervon Z+.
Unilab yan.
Multivitamins plus zinc is the generic name of Enervon Z+. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Nasakit yung ulo.
Greg, may work pa. I-Biogesic mo na yan.
Agus nga dagos, baka aday iti side effects sa data.
Iba ang Biogesic. Most doctor-prescribed brand sa sakit ng ulo at lagnat.
Aba, maingat nga agpaiso.
Jody Santa Maria po. Sa sakit ng ulo o lagnat, Biogesic agad. Alagang Unilab yan. Paracetamol is a generic name of Biogesic. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Anay! Manny Pacquiao po, sa araw-araw na laban, kahit maliit na aray, pag binaliwala, baka di ka na makasabay.
Alaksan FR nga dagos. Diretso iti pinagkapon iti sakit ti bagbagi.
Sa maliit o malaking aray, Alaksan FR agad.
Unilab yan.
Ibuprofen paracetamol is the generic name of Alaksan FR. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Itinagan ti si Bubukel a pamilyak, si papakumbaba kami, amang kablaaw kada kayo itinaragsak ka Paskwa. Sapay taayat ti agari, iti puso, iti tunggal mesa, kas iti panagayat ti namarswa kada tayo. To'y anak ken kabsatyo, Hanson Shua.
Action! Radyo!
Si Mommy at si Washing Machine believe sa Pride Washing Machine Detergent.
Hello, Washi!
Hello, Mommy!
Laundry day na naman! Ready ka na sa mancha, chocolate, putik, libag?
Kaya yan ang Pride Washing Machine Detergent. May triple stain-away formula. Tanggal ang makapit, madikit, at malupit na dumit mancha. Easy ang labada.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon.
All you need is pride. All you need is pride.
Pride Detergent, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
ACS.
Naglipa na ang mga papaya soaps. Napansin nyo ba mga girls and guys? Aminin, gusto nyo rin pumuti. Sa dinami-dami ng papaya soaps na makikita nyo sa groceries, may isang namumukod tanging White Rose Papaya. Mula sa White Rose, dahil hindi lang papaya extracts ang ingredient nito, meron ding vitamin B3. Nakikita ito sa mga mamahaling mga serums na kilalang nagpapabilis ng pagpapaputi ng balat. Kaya naman ang White Rose Papaya, clinically proven magpaputi in as early as 7 days. With regular use, papaya puti, papaya fast. Yan ang White Rose Papaya.
Starwax, Starwax, wax. Starwax, Starwax, wax. Always remember, sa paglinis, pakitabin ang sahig. Mrs. Starwax, Starwax, wax. Kitang na to the max.
Starwax, the #1 floor wax. Adaan waterproof formula. Sibukan man itinanong, agsubliti sila pititatar.
Starwax, Starwax, wax. Kitang na to the max, max, max.
Starwax floor wax. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS. Sa panahon ngayon, kau ba'y sigurado? Kau ba'y protektado? Ang pamilya ay i-shield mo. Laban sa bakterya, i-shield mo. Laban ng pati virus, i-shield mo.
Shield Bat Soap. Matay di 99.9% of bacteria and virus tested. Believe that eksperto iti Philippine Nurses Association.
Sa sakit protektado, i-shield mo. Pamilya protektado, i-shield mo.
Shield Bat Soap. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Dati, wala pang aray sa likod. At dati, wala pang aray sa kasukasuan.
Paulit-ulit ang pain? Mag-Skelan. Sa Skelan, ang galing gumalaw. Long-lasting bisa buong araw. Tuloy-tuloy ang ginhawa ko. Pag-aray dapat Skelan.
Unilab yan. Up to 12 hours relief. Naproxen sodium is the generic name of Skelan. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Adda ba iti immunity gap na dayta anak mo?
Immunity gap? Ni Angel, nagrigat nga pa kanan. Ni Mela, ag subli-subli iti sakit na. Ni Toto, nagbayag nga uminbag.
Immunity gap dayta. Tumulong nga pasardingan iti immunity gap. Kanayon nga ag Serene Plus. Tulong taptong 100% iti immunity. Base iti RENI. Sabayan iti proper diet, exercise, can vaccination. Tumulong nga pasardingan iti immunity gap. Ag Serene Plus inaldaw-aldaw.
Alagang Unilab yan. Ascorbic acid plus zinc is the generic name of Selene Plus. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Tumulong nga pasardingen iti immunity gap. Ag Selene Plus inaldaw-aldaw.
Sing along with me and Curtis!
Nanghihinayang sa araw ko. Achoo!
Uy, friend, di mo ka move on dahil sa sipon?
Magbagong Neozeb Z Plus, now with zinc. Mas bilis galing sa sintomas ng sipon by 2 to 3 days versus Neozeb Forte.
Walang inayang, bawi na ang araw ko.
Neozeb Z Plus, now with zinc.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Phenylephrine HCl chlorphenamine maleate paracetamol plus zinc is the generic name of Neozeb Z Plus. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Aksyon! Radyo! Kung nasaan ang aksyon, naroon ang balita. Ito ang aksyon. Aksyon. Radyo. Aksyon. Radyo.
Okay, padanan nyo manin ti programa tiyo. Si Kaken Tilinteg. As usual, ti guest tayo po, ti dito programa and partner ti DCJC. Amidandan yung tinete programa ni Atty. L. Rene Kidris Castro. Alas 2:22.
Si Kaken Tilinteg. Saan a biktima ti panagbalin nga ignorante itilinteg? Amwen ti kalintegan ditoy. DCJC Aksyon Radio iti si Kaken Tilinteg.
gaputa awan may laksid iti kawanam mo. Sika, Ken Tilinteg, iti kada Domingo, alas 2 aging kay alas 3 ti malem. May nga oras apan nakailawlawag dagiti linteg, ken kalintegan babaen kariti legal experts. Sika, Ken Tilinteg.
Okay, nasa linya na po natin si Atty. El Rene Kidris Castro, our partner in our presentation kariti programa tiyo Sika Ken Tilinteg. Nga ti mapagsasaritam tiya po iti reto yung hamalem na it's about cyber libel in connection to revise penal code nga mai-connectar tiya po iti kaso ti may isang artista ken dati boyfriend na ni Maligipia po nga nagbalim dito yung Talk of the Town ni Maris Racal ken jay dating boyfriend na nga napam na in parang in post body jay exchange of messages na po through internet Yet, kaso nga i-connectar tayo po dito Can anyo ti moral lesson that we could learn out of this incident in between the two showbiz personalities nga binapo na i-feature pa dito iti television. No sa dinno, adda ka dito criminal liability. Adi jay nang i-post iti conversation da without her permission porque private conversation dito at da kadi criminal liability di dyan i-post ken digiti nang ipasa kanito yung message or messages between the two considered to be private in between themselves only yan ni warwaras amin dito at da kadi po iti possible criminal liability adi ito yung masiknan di dyan nang i-post iti private conversation that to messenger or whatever it is through social media can di dyan ipasa iti messages between the two meaning the Maris Racal and jay dating boyfriend na nga adamit kayam girlfriend na jay girlfriend na ison sa tinang ipasa or nang i-post na iti social media iti conversation iti nagbetam da iti dua will be explained as to its implications dito itatang kunapya pong conversations da iti dua may panggap ka nito revised penal code tayo and the Cyberbullying Act of the Philippines. Ito itatay ti pagpuligusan, ito conversation and presentation din programa ito itang amalem para iti Sika Ken Tilinteg. As usual, with Atty. El Rene Kidris Castro. Attorney, good afternoon.
Yes sir, good afternoon. Ken kastamit din dagiti naayat nga dungdungig kadeti nga programa. So sakbay ti amin alike met deti nga gundaway nga kablawan dagiti kasangay kadeti December sir dagiti kaopisinaak ni Ma'am Luz Marinette Tapia. And kastamit din
happy birthday
amo kayo and kastamit din kanyam sir belated happy birthday.
Thank you attorney.
When ni Miss Allison Peacock iti nakadwami mat lang. So ganan we are so happy we are back again. So December na pero okay mainit pa rin ang panahon. But then again happy listening also to Mr. Ferdinand Bernido and Mr. Christopher Tomas, Mr. Andy Boy Foronda and most especially to Ma'am Josephine Kalahati. So mabait yan si Ma'am Josephine sa atin kaya happy listening ma'am dito sa programa. And of course yung ating mga listeners na are also yung lalo na yung mga bata na hindi nakikinig over dito sa ating sa radyo, pwede nyo kaming pakinggan dito sa Facebook page and you can follow me to my various social media accounts. Baka gusto nyo, there are some posts that we made sometimes na yung mga issue legal na nakaka-trigger na kailangan nating mag-explain at ipalawanag po sa ating mga followers. Okay, ginagawa natin yan. But then again, okay, going back sa ating topic, which is yung, di ba, sir, yung issue di ko lang alam kung last week ba yun.
Last week din
okay, last week, yung tungkol kay Maris Racal
at ang kanyang boyfriend.
Okay, so tayo ay akala ng mga followers natin or yung mga listeners ni sir ay hindi tayo updated. Naku, updated tayo sa showbiz happenings. Okay, so titingnan natin yung kanilang mga ginagawa kasi we know for a fact na ating mga kabataan ngayon are of course babad na sa social media. So of course the fact na tayo ay babad sa social media, meron din tayo lagi nating tatandaan na gaya ng sabi nga ni Pia, di ba, yung sa Miss Universe nga na think first before you click. Okay, so dapat ganun din yung gawin natin. It's just a simple advice that was given by her. Pero sa mata ng batas, importante yon na alam natin, especially patungkol sa cyber libel. Okay, so tigay napalpalabas pa ngamin. Actually siya, di kita mabuy-buya tayo nga nagsasaoti madinapinta. Sika nga songriab, songrit, panguti agong na. Nagong korana, deti may isa nga, daka mo na ano, what place is that? So, that yung our topic today is about the issue of Maris Racal, okay, yung kanyang alleged boyfriend na si Anthony Jennings, and screen partner din niya yan, sir, actually. Ngayon, siyempre si Anthony Jennings, before he entered into that relationship between them, di ba si Anthony Jennings is in a relationship with Jam Villanueva. Okay, so si Jam ngayon, siyempre naging ex na niya. Nagkahiwalay itong dalawa. So, siyempre, na-pressure tong si Jam siguro at some point na although parang parang tayo rin na digital creator tong si Jam Villanueva. So, dahil siguro maraming nagtatanong kung bakit nagkahiwalay sila. So, yon, ginamit naman na niya yung kanyang alas doon sa relasyon nila. Okay, so meron yatang conversation between the two, si Anthony Jennings and Maris Racal, during the period na down si Maris. Kasi si Maris nga galing nga siya sa previous relationship and ngayon nagkahiwalay sila. And of course, di ba nung nagkahiwalay sila, siyempre, all they thought, si Maris daw, okay, ano to, purely allegation naman, hindi naman panapatunayan. So, wala pa namang legal issue, pero pag-usapan natin kung sakali na ipurso itong kaso na to sa korte. Okay, tuloy natin yung background. So, si Maris, di ba, hiwalay na siya sa kanyang ex din. And si Anthony Jennings introduced himself as single as well to Maris. Siyempre magkasama sila sa isang di ba screen partner sila. Okay, love team yan. And of course, pinakilala rin ni Anthony yung sarili niya na single na rin siya at that time. So ngayon nagkagustuhan tong dalawa. And moving forward, according to Jam naman, yung ex ni Anthony Jennings, hindi pa tapos ang kanilang samahan noon, pumasok na si Maris sa buhay ni Anthony. So, it so happened na meron silang conversation. Ayun, print screen.
Conversation between Maris and Anthony Jennings.
Yes, so nagkaroon sila ng conversation. Siguro, I have not read yet the conversation, and in the first place, I'm not interested to it. Kasi basta meron silang conversation na very intimate between them. So, whatever it is, the content of that conversation, it does not matter at all. Ang punto lang natin dito is tungkol doon sa kanilang conversation. And syempre, those things that they have talked together in that conversation is so intimate. And that is a private communication. Ngayon, ang tanong natin, ang ginawa kasi ni Jam Villanueva, siguro out of pressure or out of frustration, she used she used that yung kanyang na print screen na information na conversation between Anthony and Maris. Ginamit niya ngayon yan para linawin ang kanyang side doon sa separation nila with Anthony Jennings. So yung print screen of their message, ayun, nilagay niya ngayon sa kanyang Instagram post. So ngayon pinagpiestahan na ng tao. And later on, okay, so ang reaction ng mga netizens natin dyan actually is parang hindi maganda yung take ng mga netizens doon sa nabasa nila tungkol sa private conversation between these two. So ngayon ang tanong ng siyempre yung karamihan sa mga sponsors, okay, sa mga modeling contract ng dalawa, si Anthony Jennings and si Maris Racal ngayon ay nagsialisan. Okay, so ayaw daw nilang sumuporta sa isang tao na involved sa isang cheating issue. Okay, so nawalan tuloy siya ng modeling contract. Ni-rescind yung mga existing, yung mga papasok pa lang, so hindi na siya tinanggap. So definitely there would be an effect, okay, to the lives of these two people who are alleged to be involved in that screenshot conversation.
And it became a scandal, parang scandal in showbiz.
Yes. So moving forward, sir, ang tanong na ngayon is that siyempre tayo bilang isang abogado, marami na ring nagpahayag ng kanilang opinion tungkol dito, but for us, we remain firm with our stand. Kung sakaling nung tinanong ako dyan, I really stand firm na ang mga ganon na bagay ay tawag dito, isang violation yan ng ating cyber libel law. Okay, so bakit kasi alam nyo, pati rin ako at some point marami ding nagbash sa akin na sinasabi nila na I am tolerating someone who is doing a cheating activity, ganon. Bakit ko daw pinapaboran ang mga cheater, ganon. So okay, so I have to make it clear na separate ang ating personal na buhay sa mga legal na issue. So sa punto na yan, di ba, may cheating issue. Okay, so meron bang pananagutan? Okay, si Anthony Jennings kay Jam Villanueva dahil sa kanyang panloloko sa kanya. Okay, so you know, although they are already at the right age kasi they are already 18 years old above, di ba, sir? Ngayon, pero kailangan minsan na we have to educate also our young, okay, yung mga young professionals na we should not be driven by our own emotion. So dapat yung mga action natin, we also have to think na merong mga legal implication yan. Okay, so that is an example. Okay, sila kasi mga sikat yan mga artista yan, pero even in our personal lives tayo din at our level minsan natetempt tayo na mag-post din, okay, via social media to defend ourselves through pagpapakita ng mga screenshots or kung pagsasabi ng kung ano-anong ng mga bagay na hindi na malicious, okay, na hindi tama, okay, towards other people. So I always tell them na okay, dapat hinay-hinay tayo doon sa mga ginagawa natin kasi at the end of the day, we will regret it later na ito ay magkakaroon ng legal issue. Gaya ngayon yan, na print screen. So, shall we say na explain mo yung side mo doon sa kaso na yon, ay sa insidente na yon na may cheating. So, na ipaliwanag mo ng maayos yung sarili mo. So, okay, naliwanagan yung mga netizens, so what for? Kung naliwanagan sila, but then again, there are people who are affected to your post.
And will that constitute cyber libel, abogado?
So, moving forward, definitely that would constitute cyber libel. Okay, so that would constitute cyber libel. Lalo na ngayon, lalo na sa kanila kasi artista sila na naapektuhan ang kanilang karera. Kumbaga, yung kanilang tawag nito, yung kanilang trabaho ay naapektuhan kasi nga meron ng mga tawag nito, mga modeling contracts that were already rescinded because of that issue. So, syempre, meron ng epekto yan eh. May epekto yung kanilang pinost. And of course, sabihin natin na there is truth about it. Kasi nga nanggaling mismo doon sa cellphone ni Anthony, for example, yung message na yon. Okay, but then again, the law says that the truth of it will not expel you from the any violation. Hindi sabihin na dahil totoo naman ang sinasabi ko, wala na tayong pananagutan sa batas. Ang elemento kasi ng cyber libel, ang nangunguna dyan is that there is what we call malicious imputation. Okay, even how true it is. Okay, for example, yun nga yung lagi kong binibigay na example. Halimbawa, dati kang dancer sa isang club. Ngayon, naging abogado ka na. So ngayon, siyempre moving forward, nagtatrabaho ka na. And then somehow other people would again recall that issue. Ang yabang-yabang mong lawyer ka. Di ba? Dati ka namang dancer, for example. Okay, while it is true that there is truth about it, for example, example lang to. Baka naman tong mga tagapakinig nyo, sir, ganun pala siya. Hindi. I'm just giving it as an example. So if even there is truth about it, but then again, what's the purpose of bringing that matter now? Diba? Bakit mo binili?
Is there malicious imputation about it, abogado?
Yes, definitely. Kasi nga masisira yung aking reputasyon niyan sa yung nilalabas na information. Okay, so there is a malicious imputation that you make it publicly kasi nilagay mo pa sa worst thing is nilagay mo pa sa social media yung aking nakaraan. So, would that constitute cyber libel? The answer is yes. Can you use as a defense yung inyong sinasabi na ikaw, ang sinasabi mo naman ay totoo? Meron ka pang nilagay na mga photos of me, okay, na nakuha mo in the past, ngayon nilalabas mo. So would that constitute cyber libel? The answer is yes. Because of that malicious imputation. Okay, that is made publicly. Kasi nga ginamit mo nga yung social media. Okay,
And attorney, for the information of our viewers and listeners, libel is the public and malicious imputation of a crime, of a vice or defect, real or imaginary, or any act, omission, condition, status, or circumstances tending to cause the dishonor,
yes,
discredit, or contempt of a natural person. Wow, very clear. There is a cause to dishonor the personality of a person, no? Si kamit niya abogado, gapo talaga abogado kan, kasla kamit lahang nga nagbalin niya, dancer ti disco, parang ganon, is crediting,
yes,
discrediting the personality of the person.
Yes, so that it's not because there's truth about it. That would also that can be used as defense. Hindi po. Kasi ang sabi ng cyber libel, there is the imputation, malicious imputation to discredit or dishonor the person. Bakit? Meron bang sinabi dito sa batas na however, if there is truth about the issue that you are bringing, you will be exempted from this. Wala ba naman binanggit ang batas? So, you cannot use that truth of that matter as a defense. Okay, so wag mong gamitin na gagamitin mo yan para depensa sa iyong sarili. So, hindi po. So, truth will not make you exempted from this. Okay, the application of this cyber libel. Okay, so of course, yung pati nga, 'di ba, tong mga natin, yung 'di ba kayo sir minsan 'di ba that's part of your work that you have to tell some issues over the radio. But then again, syempre yung ating mga may exemption din 'yan sa ating mga media people. Kasi baka 'di ba syempre may mga criticisms also that you do online. But then again, eto kasi yung point natin dyan is that yung mga comments natin over the sa media naman is ang ano natin dyan is doctrine of fair comment. Okay, so meron tayong doctrine of fair comment wherein na sa ilalim ng batas, siyempre yung ano natin dyan is yung criticism natin towards, for example, the government or the people representing the state. Okay, so may intention yan. Okay, yung pagbigay ninyo ng mga criticisms which is in line, of course, of the official function of every public officer or employee. So wala namang issue dyan. Kaya lang, when you talk about their personal life, okay, so that's another story. But then again, if that personal life would still be related to their official function, okay, so na nakakapekto sa kanilang trabaho, so that would mean, okay, you can still assert that what we call doctrine of fair comment. But moving on, yung ating balik tayo doon sa issue ni Maris Racal. So, yun nga yung sinasabi natin dyan.
Is there a criminal liability on the part of Jam Villanueva nga nangi-post it is social media through Instagram na di private conversation dakin ni Maris Racal ni Anthony Jennings?
Okay, definitely meron, sir. Kasi nga, meron ngang malicious imputation doon
okay.
Post. Kasi nga yung pinost niya, sir, is malicious in nature. So ngayon, 'di ba, anong epekto doon sa kanyang mga pinost tungkol sa dalawa? 'Di ba meron nang nagtanggal ng kanilang ni-rescind na nila yung mga contracts, okay, modeling contracts ni na Maris Racal and Anthony Jennings. So, syempre may ano yun yung intention ni Jam na ikalat yon is malicious. Okay, and she did that via social media, kaya yan violation yan ng cyber libel. So when you talk about defamatory, actually that was defined in the case of Manila Bulletin versus Victor Domingo. Yung defamatory, ano ba kasi ang kino-consider natin na defamatory? So hina-highlight dyan actually yung word na binanggit nyo kanina, sir, to dishonor or discredit or put a person in contempt, which tends to blacken the memory of a person. Okay, so syempre sa tingin nyo ba yung kanyang pag-post, wala lang? Okay. Nag-post siya for what? Okay, para linawin yung kanyang sarili sa mga tao. So bakit mo kailangang liwanagin ang sarili mo sa ibang tao? Kung nagkaiwalay kayo, that's a moral issue actually. Diba? It's a moral issue, but that does not constitute legal issue. Kasi in the first place, si Jam Villanueva and Anthony Jennings are not husband and wife. Hindi pa naman legally married. Diba? Part of our growth yung minsan, diba, na hindi kayo nagkakatuluyan. Unless meron siyang promise to marry. Okay, that's a civil case. Kung sana meron ng pinangakong kasal si Anthony Jennings kay Maris Racal, si Jam Villanueva, at nakuha niya ang kanyang pagkababae dahil doon sa kanyang promise to marry. So ngayon hindi niya tinuloy yung kanyang kasal at pumunta siya kay Maris Racal instead. So pwede bang managot si Anthony Jennings? Pwede, civil case. Okay,
siguro the intention of Jam Villanueva in posting the private conversation of the two ni Anthony and Maris Racal to justify the rason na nga wala na kaming relasyon dahil meron namang ganito na conversation nila ni Maris Racal, implying nga meron nga silang relasyon. But logically speaking, abogado, no kikitan din nga panira post ni Jam na Villanueva, is it proper? Is it proper? Di nga inaramid ni Jam Villanueva nga ni post iti private conversation da Maris and Anthony Jennings?
Okay, so yun nga yung gusto nating i-highlight today na be careful of what you post online. Kasi lalo na kung mga ganyan na yung conversation between two persons, that would constitute cyber libel. Kasi nga, in the first place, yung content din ng kanilang conversation is damaging to the person involved sa conversation.
Damaging.
So, yun yung highlight. So, paalala natin, lalo na sa mga kabataan na naghihiwalay. So, because minsan nadadaan sila sa kanilang emotion, ayun, yung ginagawa nila is, di ba, nagpo-post sila online. Another thing also is that, yung mga, di ba, minsan, we are in a height of anger, may galit ka, sige, videoan kita. Okay, so doon sa pagbibideo mo, siyempre, may meron kang mga mababanggit na hindi naman tama. And then you post it online, etong babae na to, ganito, ganyan. Okay, so would that constitute cyber libel? The answer is yes. Kasi nga, di ba, dapat in taking photos or videos, okay, of a person, it should be done in with consent. Okay, pero liwanagin natin na siyempre meron din na tayong nakikita na binibidyohan ng mga public officials or employees. So siguro yun din ang tanong ng iba, di ba, na mga pinopost. So iba namang usapan yun, okay? So because that would of course involve someone who is in the public service, kasi yun nga yung dapat daw doon tayong mga nasa gobyerno, including me, dapat daw tayo ay maging hindi dapat balat sibuyas. We should not be onion skin to criticisms. But then again, yun nga yung ano ba kasi yung intention ng iyong pagbibideo. So if that is to damage that particular person, yung kanyang imahe, so be careful of that. Lalo na kung yung taong involved are private individuals. Okay, so yun ang...
So in short, abogado, there is bad faith on the part of Jam Villanueva in posting to social media the private conversation da Anthony and Maris, that as if Maris Racal is a bad girl. Yes. Parang inagaw mo ang akin, parang ganon.
Yes, yes. So tayo naman, yung punto naman natin dyan, sir, actually, is we were bashed over social media din na may mga nagre-read tayo na comment na we are tolerating those cheaters daw. So, ikaw pa na isang abogado ang nagbibigay ng protection sa mga cheater. And we set aside yung moral issue. Okay, so shall we say na hindi tama na you jump into another relationship, okay, na meron ka pa, pero ang tanong natin dyan, may legal issue ba dyan? The answer is no, kasi nga hindi pa naman sila kasal. So kung kasal sana sila and nakipagrelasyon sa iba, so pwede nating isipin na merong adultery, merong concubinage, okay, pangabit, or meron tayong bigamy. Okay, na may asawa ka nang legal, makikipag-asawa ka pa sa bago. Okay, so that would be another issue. Pero sa punto na to, na they are still boyfriend, girlfriend, so shall we say that is morally wrong? Kasi nga hindi ka dapat ng pinagsasabayang dalawa, di ba? Or hindi ka pwedeng meron ka pang relasyon, nakipagrelasyon ka na sa iba, but then legally speaking, wala pong legal issue doon. Kaya yun. Pero may mga nagsasabi na pwede ba daw siya sa violence against women and children, kasi nga sa VAUSI ang binanggit lang doon is a person who is in a dating relationship. So si Jam and Anthony is in a dating relationship. So pwede ba daw kasuhan si Anthony dahil sa kanyang pangaliwa? So as long as Jam will be able to prove na merong abuse na meron siyang psychological abuse, emotional abuse because of that failed relationship, na feeling niya inapektuhan ang kanyang pagkatao. So nasa kay Jam Villanueva naman yun kung gagawin niyang yun. Magpa-file din siya ng case of VAUSI against Anthony Jennings, but looking into that problem, parang wala naman akong nakikitang ganong issue. So hopefully this will put into rest, and tayo naman na mga yung ating mga listeners, wag naman yung we have to set aside yung ating mga emosyon, okay, sa mga legal na issue. So ang issue natin dito ang pagpo-post online. So tama ba 'yon na mag-post ka ng mga private conversations between two persons? The answer is no. So yun lang yung highlight natin. So kung ano man yung nangyari sa relasyon na yon, merong panloloko, cheater, that's a morally wrong. Hindi po tama yan. But then again, walang pananagutan yan sa batas.
So in short, it's about moral issue that first, Anthony Jennings is a palaboy na lalaki, doble cara, na meron na siyang girlfriend in the person of John Villanueva, ay pumasok pa sa isang dalaga na dati lang may boyfriend pero naghiwalay nga sila in the person of Maris Racal. Now, it is not also proper on the part of John Villanueva to post the conversation of the two, Anthony Jennings and Maris Racal, most especially that there is something about the intimacy of their relationship nga napanamit impo sa Instagram. So there is bad faith on the part of John, no, aping impose na diyan nga portion of the conversation of the two. Now, balit agrabyado dito yung una akit ni Maris Racal. Gaputa, kas na iso na, inagaw na di yung boyfriend ni John. And at the same time, during the time, dati relasyon dito do akin ni Anthony, kaya't adati kas dyan nga extent, di dyan dati nadanunan iti relasyon dito do. Kita moment siguro ni John nga madilig ito, makaperde iti pada ng artista, ang pimit niya may impose na, kas na imbabayin na, there is really intention na ibabaim na ni Maris Racal, but never a reason nga rason na kumanga ibaga na nagsina kami gapo karito nga conversation sa impose po na yung pero nga grabe isong ako namit lang ni Maris nakakahiya, nahiya na ako, sabi niya sa kanyang interview with I think Boy Abunda ba yun? Yung nag-interview sa kanya. Yet they are public figure and yet kasi ito may idamdamag kadakwada. Piman met ni Maris Racal na totoo siya na abogado.
Yes sir. So he's the offended party dito, private individual. So syempre yun nga yung natira ang kanyang career because of that. Dahil nga it manifests from the fact na some of the sponsors, okay, yung kanyang modeling contract already back out. So may mga nag-back out, meron nang rin nag-resign. So because of that, kasi tayo naman kasing mga Pilipino minsan, hindi natin may set aside yung mga personal matters, okay, as against legal issue. So tayo naman very personal na yon dapat na issue ang itatama natin doon ang may issue legal. Kasi yun ang meron tayong pananagutan sa korte kung tayo ay kasuhan. So, yun. Okay, so eto naman sir, moving forward tayo dyan. Halimbawa, tayo naman, di ba, meron tayong mga merong galit sa ating puso minsan, di ba, sir? And we also tell something na bad words, di ba? Di ba lalo na si President Duterte naglaging nagsasabi yan ng bad words.
Grabe.
So that is a form or common utterance. That di ba it seems like for him to express his anger or displeasure. So would that constitute libelous statement? So uttering yung mga ganong words. Diba sir? So ang sagot naman ng korte hindi po. Kasi uttering words of expressing anger or feeling of resentment, okay, is which is of course an occasional gesture or a word of disapproval or dislike, okay, towards something, according to the court hindi daw, kasi that is only yun nga yung hindi daw libelous yung ganong statement. Kasi yun nga hindi naman nagpapakita yon ng malicious imputation. So it's just that it so happen na nababanggit mo yung salita na yon because of, okay, expressing your anger or feeling of resentment. Okay, so yun naman yung gusto nating linawin. Unless there is actually intention Okay, to maliciously or there is malicious imputation na talaga yung pagbanggit niya doon sa mga salita na yon ay hindi naman para dahil sa kanyang galit, rather talagang ikaw yung tinuturo ng salita na yon na pinapahiya ka sa maraming tao. So that's another issue. Okay, so but then again, it's up for the court to determine whether your statement or uttering those words are malicious or not. Okay, so yun naman yung ating kasi meron tayong mga nakikita over social media din na nagsasabi na hindi tama yung pagsasalita ng yung mga bad words na gano'n. But morally wrong again. But then again, according to the court, if that is a declaration of your resentment or feeling of anger na nasasabi mo yon as a general statement, not directing to a particular individual, so walang issue yon. Pero kung yan ay dinadirect mo, na tayo, nag-uusap tayo in front of many people, talagang dinodoro mo ako, at ako talaga yung pinapahiya mo in that particular conversation, talagang directly, na yung sinasabi mo is nakatuon sa akin, it's not about your anger, na bringing out your anger, so that's another issue that can be malicious and that would constitute cyber libel. Okay, so yun naman yung ating gusto lang nating liwanagin ngayon. Okay, so baka kasi minsan, di ba, merong nakakarinig, lalo na yung ating former president, nagsasabi ng mga bad words. So it's up for us to, tayo naman, wag automatically jump to a conclusion na yung malicious na yun, tawag nito, that would constitute cyber libel. So at the end of the day, ang tingnan mo doon is it directed to a particular private person? Okay, so kung wala naman, sa tingin ng batas, in a previous decision of the court, okay, so sabi doon sa decision nila, hindi po. Sabi hindi, that would not constitute, okay, libelous statement.
And likewise, and those individuals who will be convicted of cyber libel, anya dito panlo sa kadakwada apobagado.
Okay, so actually dito sa batas, di ba, when you talk about libel, cyber libel, it's a crime. Okay, so it's a crime. So before I will proceed, sir, hello Miss Cheryl Evangelista Monte, okay, watching from Canada.
Wow.
So, okay, thank you for listening to the program. So, going back to that question, sir, when you talk about cyber libel, that is actually a crime. So, when you talk about crime, yung someone who is found guilty of online libel would be liable for imprisonment. So, pwede siyang makulong dyan. But then, the court clarifies that it can also be, okay, the payment of fine. Pwede naman, kasi sabi naman sa batas kasi the courts may impose alternative penalty. But then again, it's up for the court to decide. Hindi po tayo ang magdikta sa korte na okay, court, eto, gusto ko fine na lang. Hindi, kung yung nilagay niyang parusa doon after finding guilt beyond reasonable doubt at sinabi doon na yung penalty to be imposed is imprisonment, imprison ka. Pero kung sinabi ng desisyon ng korte is for you to pay a fine of some, like for example 50,000, so bayaran mo yung 50,000. Ganun yun, sir. Okay, so ito naman yung nature ng tawag nito yung sa cyber libel.
And then po abogado, di ba, no makonbiktaram da iti criminal case, is a black mark on your kung baga yung personal data mo, and if you are convicted of a criminal case already, may sa kandidato kaliti possible disqualification mo in applying for public office.
Hindi, actually kung nandun yung requirement, di ba, naalala nyo, sir, si Senate si Mr. Erwin Tulfo, di ba, sir? He was supposed to be assigned as DSWD secretary. And he did, di ba, hindi natuloy yung kanyang, hindi inapprove ng
inapprove ba lang commission appointments?
Oh yes, yung hindi na-approve dahil doon kasi nga meron siyang conviction of yung libel case. Okay, so meron siyang conviction of a crime kaya he was not appointed for that position. So, yon yung ano natin, yon yung consequence din ng conviction niya, yung hindi niya pag-appoint as DSWD secretary. Hindi na-approve yan ng commission on appointments. Kasi one of the requirements is, yun nga yung tawag dito, yung good standing. Okay, so yung good moral, okay, so yung mga ganyan. So yun yung basehan kaya hindi siya na-appoint as DSWD secretary. Hindi po na-approve.
But it's a different situation when you are if you are seeking a public office through election, that is not punishable in your disqualification in seeking public office. No, makonbiktahan ka, it is cyber libel. Ganun ba?
Yes sir. Kung hindi, depende kasi kung ano ba yung klaseng conviction mo. Kung halimbawa naka-indicate doon na tawag nito, yung naka-indicate doon na you are because 'di ba naalala niyo sir na meron ding yung issue na yan siguro it would arise from the fact na merong mga those who were already convicted of a crime, like in the case of President Estrada, di ba sir, convicted siya ng plunder. So then again, but he was able to run for office as mayor of Manila. So ang tanong ng karamihan, bakit nakatakbo pa yan? Di ba meron nga siyang conviction. So liwanagin natin na he was granted absolute. Yung meron kasing nag-grant sa kanya na yung extinction of his criminal liability, nagkaroon siya ng presidential pardon. So yung presidential pardon niya, it extends. Okay, kasi ang requirement din ng presidential pardon is that dapat convicted ka and then it will be granted by the president. Okay, so during the time of President Arroyo, so grinant niya si President Estrada ng absolute pardon. So na-restore ang kanyang civil rights as well. The right to vote and to be voted upon. So ngayon dahil nawala yung kanyang mga na-restore ang kanyang civil rights which include the right to vote and to be voted upon, kaya nakapagtakbo siya bilang opisyal ng gobyerno. Okay, so but then again, yun nga kung may conviction, so hindi na pwede. Okay, so depende kasi may mga conviction naman na there was a timely appeal to their case. Nakapag-appeal siya sa so as if hindi pa siya convicted ulit kasi nga nakapag-appeal siya to a higher court. Pero kung that is already, there's nothing to be done but to serve the sentence and finally in executory, nakulong ka na. Okay, so ibang issue na yon. So yon, hindi ka na pwedeng tumakbo kasi nga meron final decision of your conviction. Okay, so yun naman yung ang gusto nating liwanagin kasi siyempre yung mga listeners din natin, bakit yung mga ibang opisyal na convicted to a crime nakakapagtakbo sila sa isang posisyon. So that is the explanation na meron like for example si Senator Trillanes, di ba sir, convicted din siya ng tawag dito,
I think rebellion or sedition.
Okay, so he was convicted with that particular crime. So ngayon, moving forward, he was granted yung tinatawag na absolute, yung presidential pardon, na yung kanyang civil rights was restored. So including doon sa extinction of his criminal liability, he was also granted tawag nito yung kanyang presidential pardon, restored also his civil rights, which include the right to vote and to be voted upon. Kaya nakapagtakbo siya ulit bilang senador sa ating country.
So in short, abogado, depende jay kaso nga mabalin niya pa kasentensyanda in a criminal case. And depending upon the gravity of the case wherein they were convicted, nga mabalin niya in the decision of the court, kaya't may katem di jay kalentiganda nga agbotos when no pabotosan or to assume any public office for that matter. May itultuloy ito man dito nga portion na abogado because at the later decisions of the court nga public officials nga nasentensyahan ti kaso kriminal di niya kunada nga perpetual disqualification from public office upon conviction.
That's the accessory penalty of a particular crime kasi nandun dyan sa decision ng court kasi yan, sir. If you are perpetually, di ba, halimbawa yung crime, example na lang natin, the crime that you have committed is a criminal case na murder. So it follows with it na yung kanyang accessory penalty would be perpetual disqualification to enter public service. Nakalagay yan kasi yan sa decision ng court. So kung nakalagay doon na you are perpetually disqualified to seek elective position, okay, so you are definitely not be able to run. Pero kung sa decision ng court does not include disqualification to seek elective position, pwede kang tumakbo. Kasi, so most likely yung mga crime na yon would be yung mga magaan lang. Okay, na it is a crime that does not involve moral turpitude.
Okay, crime does not involve moral turpitude nga pala. Okay. Okay, we will explain further on that because aglalalo ka dito nga pa naman yung madanin iti election teo that possibly involves candidates and or incumbent officials iti gobyerno. Kalpasan man pa abogado iti palagip teo mani pa iti technical studio kanayon ti masignal ni Engineer Nino Kim Ascueta.
Sika Ken Tilinteg. Aksyon!
Radyo!
Naragsak kapaskuha kablaaw kada kayo Idi si JC Action Radio numero 1 Manipod Sunshine City lawag iti pusek ti syudad Ikablaaw may tinabara Merry Christmas Di mabubus panagyaman nit panarabayo Di kang tumakasupa pagpamatagyo Tatang nanang lolo lola Manong-manang Ay di kay kumamakumpuma amang taptapaya Idi si JC Action Radio Inggat-inggana Naragsak apas kwayo as ang apada Naragsak kapaswa kablaaw kada kayo Iti si JC Action Radio numero 1 Tilain kamay karipon nuwa parang serbi Naragsak, naragsak kapaswayo Naggapo Hindi si JC Action Radio
Red Horse Beer. Lakas ng tama, pero di wasa.
This time check is brought to you by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified, maker of world-class quality Pride detergent.
Aksyon!
Radyo!
Para di madaling masira ang ngipin ng pamilya, ngayon pa lang,
Unique toothpaste for brushing every after kumain.
Dahil ang Unique toothpaste, may Max Protect formula.
Ngipin ay mas alaga, mas protektado pa.
Helps stop cavities even before they start, while keeping breath fresh with regular use.
Unique toothpaste for brushing, para siguraduhin ngipin ay mas alaga, mas Protektado pa Unique.
Max Alaga, Max Protektado with unique toothpaste maximum fluoride protection. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Mag-Red Horse Beer, wag wasak. Ang bilib sa sarili, wag ibagsak. Maniwala, magtiwala, inumin ng tama. Wasak, tayo, sama-sama. Lakas ng tama, pero di wasak. Red Horse, it's a strong. The number one beer, ito ang tama.
Drink responsibly. Balik-balikan ng swabing astig. Tamang astig. Lakas ng tama pero di wasak. Red Horse Beer. Drink responsibly.
Goodbye to me, Mancha. Hello, Bright Bar Blue. Isang labanan yan. Bright Bar Blue.
Pride Bar Blue with powerful stain-away enzymes. Malupit magtanggal ng dumit mancha pero di masakit sa kamay.
Goodbye to me, Mancha. Hello, Bright Bar Blue. Isang labanan yan.
As tested ang cotton and polycotton. Sa mancha, malupit. Sa kamay mo, mabait. Pride Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Mamimigay na naman kami dito sa MBC ng 1 million pesos!
Sa isang malinis na papel,
ilagay ang iyong name, age, address, phone number,
at pirmahan.
Ipasok sa loob ng isang white legal-sized envelope.
Kalaki pangalan man sa mga required proof of purchase o POP.
At sa labas ng envelope, ilagay ang
MBC Millones.
Ang POP na ginamit at ang MBC station na iyong sasalihan.
Ihulog ang inyong entries
sa mga drop boxes na matatagpuan sa MBC station sa inyong lugar. Sa DZRH,
Love Radio, Yes FM,
Easy Rock,
Action Radio. Manalo ng hanggang 1 million pesos sa Grand Draw.
At libo-libo pa in cash prizes.
Sa 10 weekly draw sa mga MBC stations nationwide.
Just manalo ng 1 million pesos sa MBC Millones. MBC Millones. Just manalo ng 1 million pesos sa MBC Millones. MBC Millones.
MBC Millones is brought to you by Pride Detergent, Smart Dishwashing, Shield Bath Soap, Unique Toothpaste, White Rose, Charm Fabcon, Star Wax Floor Wax, San Miguel Pale Pilsen, Yakult, and Cobra. See posters or visit our Facebook page for more details. Promo period is from October 27 to January 10, 2025. Drink responsibly. DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 204567, series of 2024.
Just manalo ng 1 million pesos sa MBC Millones. MBC Millones.
At narito na ang mga proof of purchase na maaari mong gamitin sa iyong mga entries. 4 sachets ng Unique 10ml or 1 box ng Unique 50ml, 100ml or 150ml. 3 sachets ng Pride Powder 40 grams or 1 pouch ng Pride Powder 500 grams, 1,000 grams or 2,000 grams or 1 wrapper ng Pride Bar 400 grams or 2 wrappers ng Pride Bar 100 grams, 1 box ng Star Wax 90 grams or 180 grams, 1 wrapper ng Shield 60 grams or 1 box ng Shield 90 grams or 120 grams, 2 sachets ng Smart Liquid 50ml or 1 pouch ng Smart Liquid 200ml or 250ml or 1 label wrapper ng Smart Paste 200 grams or 400 grams or 1 sachet or 1 box ng White Rose Papaya with Vitamin B3 soap 60 grams or 120 grams, 3 sachets of Charm Fabcon 30ml or 1 pouch of Charm Fabcon 400ml or 800ml.
MBC Millones.
See posters or visit our Facebook page for more details. Promo period is from October 27 to January 10, 2025. DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 204567, series of 2024.
Manipot, iti number 1, Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Tanggaling-galing mo. Smart dishwashing paste ko. Pritong ulam na masebo, plato at kaldero. Tanggaling for everyday.
Kasta no Smart iti Dishwashing Paste. At double tanggaling formula. Tanggal galing iti sebo ken bakterya.
Bahid para walang bahid, linis fantastic sa metal at plastic. Number 1 ko to. Tanggaling-galing mo. Smart dishwashing paste.
Heavy duty linis kada pulagi. Smart Dishwashing Paste. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World class quality.
ACS. Let's go, let's go, let's make it easy. GSM Blue Mojito. Tuloy-tuloy ang kulitan with GSM Blue Kulitro.
Choose GSM Blue Mojito. Choose Kulitro. Drink responsibly.
Your favorite GSM Blue Mojito, now available in 1 liter. Tuloy-tuloy ang kulitan with GSM Blue Kulitro. Drink responsibly.
Action! Radyo!
Generica Drugstore. Damang-dama pag ginhawang generika. Para sa ginhawang damang-dama mo, visit your nearest Generica Drugstore.
Ang balitang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified, maker of world-class quality Pride detergent.
Aksyon!
Radyo!
Maulan man, no worries na amoy kulob ang damit.
Charm Fabcon, bangong pumakabloom, tanggal amoy kulob sa bango ng Charm.
Charm Fabcon with Bloom Fresh technology kills 99.9% of kulob-causing bacteria tested. May aroma burst pa of thousands of flowers and berries.
Ang sampay sa loob, no amoy kulob.
Bangong kumakabloom sa Charm.
Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS, chance mo manalo ng 1 million pesos sa MBC Milyones, MBC Milyones.
Narito na ang mga proof of purchase na maaari mong gamitin sa iyong mga entries. 4 sachets ng unique 10ml or 1 box ng unique 50ml, 100ml or 150ml, 3 sachets ng Pride Powder 40 grams or 1 pouch ng Pride Powder 500 grams, 1,000 grams or 2,000 grams or 1 wrapper ng Pride Bar 400 grams or 2 wrappers ng Pride Bar 100 grams, 1 box ng Star Wax 90 grams or 180 grams, 1 wrapper ng Shield 60 grams or 1 box ng Shield 90 grams or 120 grams, 2 sachets ng Smart Liquid 50ml or 1 pouch ng Smart Liquid 200ml or 250ml or 1 label wrapper ng Smart Base 200 grams or 400 grams or 1 sachet or 1 box ng White Rose Papaya with Vitamin B3 soap 60 grams or 120 grams, 3 sachets of Charm Fabcon 30ml or 1 pouch of Charm Fabcon 400ml or 800ml.
MBC Milyones.
See posters or visit our Facebook page for more details. Promo period is from October 27 to January 10, 2025. DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 204567 series of 2024.
Adda ba iti immunity gap na dayta anak mo?
Immunity gap?
Ni Angel, nagrigat nga pa kanan. Ni Mela, ag sugli-sugli iti sakit na.
Ni Toto, nagbayag nga uminbag.
Immunity gap dayta. Tumulong nga pasardingan iti immunity gap. Kanayon nga ag Sirin Plus. Tulong tapdong 100% iti immunity. Base iti RENI. Sabayan iti proper diet, exercise, can vaccination. Tumulong nga pasardingan iti immunity gap. Ag Sirin Plus inaldaw-aldaw.
Alagang Unilab. Ascorbic acid plus zinc is the generic name of Celine Plus. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Tumulong nga pasardingen iti immunity gap. Agsilin Plus inaldaw-aldaw.
Adda baro nga energy. Pinabaro ka na may mayat nga Enervon, Enervon Z+. Pinapigsay iti zinc, vitamin C, vitamins B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 12, kun vitamin E. Pinabaro ka na may mayat nga Enervon.
Hey! Enervon Z+.
Unilab yan.
Multivitamins plus zinc is the generic name of Enervon Z+. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Nasakit yung ulo.
Greg, may work pa. I-Biogesic mo na yan.
Agus nga dagos, baka aday iti side effects sa data.
Iba ang Biogesic. Most doctor-prescribed brand sa sakit ng ulo at lagnat.
Aba, maingat nga agpaiso.
Jody Santa Maria po. Sa sakit ng ulo o lagnat, Biogesic agad. Alagang Unilab yan. Paracetamol is a generic name of Biogesic. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Anay! Manny Pacquiao po, sa araw-araw na laban, kahit maliit na aray, pag binaliwala, baka di ka na makasabay.
Alaksan FR nga dagos. Diretso iti pinagkapon iti sakit ti bagbagi.
Sa maliit o malaking aray, Alaksan FR agad.
Unilab yan.
Ibuprofen paracetamol is the generic name of Alaksan FR. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Aksyon! Radyo!
Sika Ken Tilinteg.
Okay, dalangin na batbati siyam nga minutos ti oras tayo para iti programa si Kakem Tilinteg. As usual, our partner in this program na ni Attorney L. Rene Kidris Castro. Nakadanon tayo na po iti issue may panggip kariti cyber libel about conviction of government officials, most especially those elected officials and or appointed officials in government after conviction. May kanda ka di palang iti gundaway nga makasubli kariti na dumang opisina after convicted after their conviction iti panagpayda iti may sa opisina and or elected official makasubli na ka di palaeng pabutusan niya opisyal kalpasan niya na konbiktaran da iti kaso kriminal well, tinabat-bati nga oras mabalin niya may expound further, may panggapit na dito ni Apo Abogado Akid Castro. Attorney, please, for your reaction.
Okay, sir. So, when you talk about, sir, conviction as a ground for disqualification to seek elective position, okay, so according to the COMELEC, yung kanilang disqualification would be someone who is involved in a crime involving or a person is convicted for a crime involving moral turpitude. So, hindi naman lahat ng kaso ay involving moral turpitude. Okay, so define natin what is moral turpitude all about. So, ang moral turpitude is a crime that is contrary to justice, honesty, modesty, or good moral. So far, it's up for the court, okay, to define what is moral turpitude all about. Kung ikaw ay tawag dito, ikaw ay someone filed a case against you for disqualification. So doon ika-clarify ng korte kung what particular crime, kasi dito sa ating Omnibus Election Code, ang sinabi lang kasi dito, any person who has been declared incompetent or who has been declared by competent authority, that is who is insane or incompetent, or has been sentenced by final judgment for subversion, insurrection, rebellion, or any offense which has been sentenced to a penalty of more than 18 months, okay, for a crime involving moral turpitude. Okay, so meron nang nakalagay dyan, yan, ni-specify niya yung subversion, insurrection, rebellion, or any offense. Ito yung yung blur part, yung which has been sentenced to a penalty of more than 18 months, or for a crime involving moral turpitude. So, yung mga crimes that yung candidate will be disqualified to hold any office, okay, unless he has been granted. Yun nga yung sinabi ko kanina, sir, yung kaso ni Senator Trillanes and former President Estrada and former President Macapagal Arroyo. They were granted pardon, okay, or amnesty from the government. Kaya dahil nag-grant sila ng ganyan, so they were able to run for public office because their the grant of their pardon or amnesty is an absolute extinguishment of their criminal liability and restoration of their civil rights. Kaya which include the right to vote and to be voted upon. Kaya nakakatakbo sila. Pero siyempre yung mga mas mababang position, usually kung na-convict ka na with a penalty that is more than 18 months, okay, hindi ka na pwedeng tumakbo, or you were already been sentenced or convicted for subversion, insurrection, rebellion, okay, wala na, hindi ka na makatakbo. Or lastly, yung ating involvement for moral turpitude. So yung moral turpitude na yan, okay, so it's up for the court to define. But then again, usually nakalagay naman kasi sa kaso mo kung ano yung penalty to be imposed. So most likely if your penalty is more than 18 months, like for example homicide, so meron ka ng tawag dito, yung penalty ng homicide is 12 years to 20 years, okay, yung consummated. So you cannot run for office anymore or to hold any office. So that is part of the accessory penalty nga kung kunada, sir. Yung perpetual disqualification to hold public office. Okay, so yun naman yung parusa. So ang tanong natin dyan, when si Mr. Erwin Tulfo, di ba, sir, he was not yung kanyang appointment as DSWC secretary, di ba, he was not granted. So is he convicted for a crime penalized for more than 18 months? Okay, so yun ang tanong. So ano ba kasi yung kaso niya? So I think libel yata yung kaso niya na nagbayad siya. But then again, discretion kasi yon din ng tawag dito, discretion yan ng commission on appointment. So if they think that approving, okay, di ba meron kasing dyan yung pumapasok ang kanilang discretionary power ng commission on appointments, whether they will approve it or not. So they think that his conviction is not can be a ground for them not to approve it. So nasa discretion ng ating commission on appointments yan. Okay, so total sila naman nag-a-approve. Yung ating mga senador yan sa appointment ng isang tao. So decision kasi nila yun, sir. Discretion. Ito kasing pagtakbo to an elective position, meron kasi ng binanggit na guidelines. Meron na itong guidelines na sinet ng batas. Kaya ito, susundin natin. Yun lang ang gagawin natin. No more, no less.
Okay, Apo Abogado, last question siguro. Is cyber libel a case of moral turpitude and or conviction of violation of 7610 and or the BAUSI can be categorized as a case of moral turpitude?
Okay, so yung BAUSI kasi, sir, so yung penalty to be imposed dyan is more than, okay, criminal offense kasi yan, sir. And if that, and I think the penalty that is imposed is more than 18 months. Okay, yung isang BAUSI. So kaya if you are convicted for BAUSI, that's ano yan, pwedeng ground yan for your disqualification. Kasi ngayon ang binanggit ng batas. Pero to us to determine whether that would fall under the definition of moral turpitude. So according sa ating research, when you talk about moral turpitude, is that contrary to justice, honesty, modesty, or good moral? So I think sa ating palagay, kasi nga we have yet to see a decision by the Supreme Court na defining na yung isang someone who is involved in a BAUSI case would fall under moral turpitude, okay, na concerning good morals. So tingin naman natin oo. Okay, but then again, hindi naman tayo yung korte na nag-define nagkaroon ng definition para dyan. Okay, so when you talk about conviction naman sa ating cyber libel, so depende kasi yan, sir. Kaya lang kasi dito sa ating cyber libel, meron kasing option or alternative. Okay, penalty of fine. So kung fine yung binigay ng korte sa iyo, so you can run for office. Okay, you can be elected for position. You can be elected, okay, for a position. Kaya lang kung yung penalty to be that is imposed to you is imprisonment, so depende na yun kung it would exceed 18 months.
Because elected officials or government officials for that matter must be of good moral character always.
Yes. But then again, kung meron naman tayong choice, kasi di ba? So tayo naman ang magdedesisyon na botante. So it's up for us to vote whether to vote that person or not. So if you think that that person does not fit the position, kahit nga wala siyang conviction, kung hindi naman natin feel, so nasa ating mga kamay naman ang pagboto.
Sabagay, the voice of the people is the voice of God. Wow, the portion of our discussion is very interesting to the people, sigurado, because it involves politics and election, porque dandani iti election and but in that, abogado, pagpagiso na danon leti oras ti programa ti o si Ken Tilinteg. Once again, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts and your time na para kaniti programa ti o si Ken Tilinteg itang malem ti Domingo, December 15, 2024. Thank you. God bless, Apo Abogado. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, and to all our listeners. Have a good afternoon to all.
Okay, lastly, thank you, Ma'am Lodi Lagak, for watching our program. Ni Ma'am Imelda Ganado, kaya ni Ma'am Suerte Quinto. Maraming salamat. Thank you, God bless, and mabuhay po kayong lahat.
Si Ken Tilinteg. saan a biktima ti panagbalin nga ignorante iti linteg. Amwen ti kalintegan ditoy. DCJC Action Radio iti sika Ken Tilinteg. Gaputa awan may laksid iti